A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 4 yards on the pickup. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
16 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Folasade Oluokun. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Rodgers. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, it's Patterson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll go down at the 28. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This one left side caught by Patterson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Dallas. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To throw is Rodgers. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his 1st ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got room. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 39 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pollard to return from the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Prescott on 1st down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 6-yard.
On second down at 4. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. To throw is Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. Touchdown! Cordell Patterson. As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and the Falcons say they have it. They do.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run the counter. It's Patterson. Able to avoid him. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run.
Tell you one part, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
He'll try again.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He's got it.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20.
Falcons 34, Cowboys 14. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Patterson on the carry.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On play action, Rodgers. Now he's flushed out right.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Trucks over him. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
On 1st down, Patterson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordell Patterson from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pollard to return from the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and he's brought down.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Patterson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, Prescott. They'll fire this deep for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. Prescott looks to throw on first. That's caught once again by Gallup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he...
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
Cordero Patterson at the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson able to slither by. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers throwing here. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Patterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild.